Ayaya! This week in the Bridgestone Club Challenge, we all go driving in darkness. Anthony spots a funky new hairstyle. I do some exercises. And I do some brilliant math calculations very early in the morning. This is the penultimate round of the 2017 Bridgestone 4x4 Club Challenge, and it's based at Liqua Lodge in the Southern Vaal area. This event had a right old twist to it. Instead of the same old start at Sparrows in the morning, people talking, people checking out your 4x4, then completing 10 obstacles, this event was a night event. So you only start when it's dark, and you finish the 10 obstacles when it is dark. No man, what is this now? Just when I was getting jiggy with the Suzuki Jimny in the obstacles, now they make us drive in the night? But let's start the story at the start. We all arrived at Liqua Lodge in the afternoon when it was still nice and sunny, but with the wind picking up. For this special occasion, many of the teams went maybe slightly overboard with their lighting solutions. There were LED lights that showed up, down, left, right, and even backwards. There were round lights, LED bars, roof rack mounted lights, lights mounted underneath the 4x4s, heck, there were even Christmas lights. Then it was straight to registration. Followed by scrutineering. Oh, and all the drivers had to do a breathalyzer test too.
1, 2, 3, 4 frames. Okay, you can stop. Okay, perfect result. Thank you. Okay.
The driver's briefing was done soon afterwards, explaining all the intricate details of the competition. One thing was clear, this was going to be a tough one. And then we waited around some for the sun to go down and the fun to start.
Yeah, but
Yeah, Swar. I think we're in for something tonight.
yeah, riding in the dark, eh?
Riding in the dark.
But luckily we have a huge light, force light, eh?
Yeah.
How's that?
We got a force behind us.
We do have a force.
We got
behind
a
us,
force
yeah.
behind us.
So yeah, hier kom 'n demo man.
Hier kom dit.
Hier kom 'n lekker demo.
Remember we had that massive light force LED bar fitted earlier in the year? This is now exactly why we had it fitted. Since that last fitment, we sent our cameras to Snowmaster to find out more about our sponsor and what my options were to keep the cold ones cold for those moments when you are done driving and can relax some.
Snowmaster started in 2004 by Shane Bennett. Originally it was for the 12 volt market and it grew into the 220 volt. He asked me to show the customers what will fit in the Suzuki Jimny. Let me go and show you. So Mello, you're looking for a unit for your Suzuki Jimny? I've got the perfect one for you over here. Now, let me be serious. I've got a 42 litre unit available. We've got it in mild steel and we've also got it in stainless steel. This unit over here is a stainless steel unit. Very popular with Suzuki Jimny people. It comes standard with your baskets, your jacket and even a remote. So while you're driving, you can adjust the speed, the temperature, and you can see what's happening in your remote. Get charged by a little solar panel in the back. For fitting purposes, please go to the front runner. And Tamello, good luck for the finals.
Thanks, Johan. We were busy getting all excited about the night's competition, like in really excited. Meanwhile, other teams were already out on the track in the dark. This is Obstacle 5, where lady driver Natalie Shepard and her co-driver Brett Bailey are just about ready to start the test. but there was still enough time for some chit-chat with the marshal.
Do you see I've added a tortoise, so I must slow down.
So slow down, okay. And the one next to it?
That's the panda, because I'm going to kick her ass.
Right, ala grappies op 'n stokkie now. Time to get serious. The obstacle kicks off with a steep and slippery climb and... Yo, Natalie! That was a close call. Brad helps Natalie to reverse a bit, to line up better for a second attempt at the climb.
We're going to have to get you to go hard green. You've got to pull behind you, eh? So hard, hard, hard. Harder. I'll watch the pull behind you. Only stop when I tell you to stop.
Yeah?
Otherwise just reverse back slowly. Just one nice giving grip. Okay, can you see where you need to go?
No.
Drive pretty much straight at the pull and then left at the last minute, but you need a little bit more momentum than you had the
Okay.
last time. Okay. And then again, if you start to sand, do a little bit of left and
Yeah,
right,
I
left
try
and
to
right.
do
And just
that.
remember where your hands are so you can actually recover to the right point.
Okay.
Okay. You also dead straight. So you know where you are. You can probably go a little bit that way and then turn in.
Okay, now, okay. All right, let's go.
After some encouraging words and advice, Natalie is ready to have another run at the climb. Oh no, she doesn't make it. At least this time there's no scary slide.
Just go green all the way.
Natalie extracts the chimney from the obstacle, but that's it. She has no more attempts left, so that's unfortunately 0 points. But there was a bit of a surprise for Natalie.
Oh, is there a freaking camera radio?
This is obstacle 1, and here's Minnie de Freitas and Anthony Forgy in their Toyota Fortuner. Being that this is their first obstacle of the night event, this could be interesting. Into the lion's den goes Minnie with Anthony, guiding from the dark. This is a complicated obstacle in the day, but at night it's far more difficult. I hope Minnie is feeling confident. Well done guys, that's 40 points to start.
It's actually a bit of in the dark. In the day, this it's easy, but in the dark, when you reverse, you can't see anything.
On that note, let's head to the shops for a break. When we return, the action heats up in the dead of the night. Welcome back to the penultimate round of the 2017 Bridgestone 4x4 Club Challenge, which was held at the Liquor Lodge in the middle of a dark, cold and windy night.
Right? My eyes are bad at night.
Just to make things ever more interesting, Route Master Saki Kotia had worked in a section of mud too. You can't quite see them, but that's Martin De Jager and Terence Dixon. They drive a Toyota Fortuner. And that was handled very well, with not too much speed and excessive spinning of the wheels. Meanwhile, elsewhere on a cold, windy hill, like the previous event, we also had to find those pesky virtual marshals. Only this time it was at night. And Anthony may have a lekker hairdo, but remember, his eyesight is not so lekker. But we seem to have been the only competitors that found this particular board. But then we arrived at obstacle, damn it, it's so dark, I don't even know the number of the obstacle, but it definitely was an obstacle. We had to use that powerful LED light bar on the roof rack sparingly. It was so bright, Anthony's eyes bled when it shone on his face.
Slowly. Okay, come. Little bit left. Slowly, going down. Going straight. Straight. Slowly. Gates down.
So the first part of the obstacle went okay, but then I arrived at the last gate, which also spotted a rocky bit.
Can I make it? Yeah, you can make it if you want to.
Oh dear, maybe that was not the best plan I had so far. We got through the obstacle, but there was that crunching sound. Plus the marshal had to do late night penner beating to that pole I made a mess of. So that's a dismal 55 points for us here.
Coming out the obstacle, we took a wrong line, so I mean here's the damage on the number plate. I didn't even hear the clunk on the bumper. Yeah, but you know, it's just cosmetic stuff, so we're hoping to do better as we go along.
Okay, ready?
We hop over to obstacle 3 with Dave McMurdy and Kaja Peters in the Lendi Disco 2. With the traction control again working in Dave's favor, now just the last section, and Dave hits the pole at the last gate.
Round, you bugger!
I think in the dark, Dave thinks he is Austin Powers.
Oh, behave.
Next to attempt obstacle 3 is Johan Vos and Johan Reteron in a Suzuki Jimny. After careful planning, Johan guns it into the obstacle. That was a fast 100 points earned. This is obstacle 6, I think, with Leonora and Sabran van Niekerk in a Land Rover Defender.
Draai rechts, draai rechts, draai rechts, draai rechts. Draai rechts.
That's not a good start. The Landy has cross-axled already and has to reverse. Leonora nudges the exit gate pole, so they squeeze 65 points out. What do you think, Leonora?
Yes, I should have gone through it a bit faster, but it wasn't that bad, but I think I was just nervous going through there.
It was our turn to try obstacle 9. I squeeze my tiny Jimny through the gates and into the obstacle. I spin it up the last climb and yes, 100 points, but only our third 100 of the night.
About damn time. Well done. Well done, well done.
The rest of the night was a blur of cold, wind and plenty of darkness. Here's a short summary of what went down in the dead of the night with almost no light on offer for our cameras.
It would have been easy if it was in the day, but
night driving isn't for the faint-hearted. It's a little bit weird in the dark.
I'm so lost already.
Commercial break time again. On the other side, we join up with short wheelbase champion Johan Becker to see how he likes the dark. Welcome back, and here is Jimny and short wheelbase expert Johan Becker about to tackle obstacle 9. With lights ablaze, the Jimny heads out. Another 100 points, that's 900s in a row, looks like he's heading for a record-breaking score. We join up with Martin de Jager and Terrence Dixon at obstacle 10. After negotiating the mud crossing so well, let's see how they do here. Oops, that was a bit of a donga. The dark is causing havoc with drivers and navigators. Looks like a good night for the Toyota team. That's 100 points. Your thoughts, Martin?
That was a good one. I think some deep holes. I kept my momentum and it was a smooth run.
To round out the night here, we have our old friends Manny and Anthony about to go through obstacle 10.
Okay, you want me to far to the left, eh?
Yeah, further to the left.
And then feel it
Right to the left, far to the left. Okay. Okay, now straighten up. Yeah. Turn more to the left. Okay, to your right. Turn your steering wheel so you're there.
Okay, thanks, Wood. Everything done.
With everything set up and Anthony happy, they head out.
Oh, this is it. Too close. And that f***ing GoPro there.
Hey, Manny, leave our cameras alone.
Tell me when to peel left.
Okay, hard left now.
Okay, then I'll switch off the
Straight. To right. Left. Hard left. And it's a very steep down. Good. Keep to the right. Keep to the right. Good left. Left. Far left. Okay. We want to square up past. Remember the rock there? Hard. Okay.
scuff the rock.
Right, to the right. To the left.
So Manny rounds off the night with 75 points.
Okay, good.
When it's cold and windy and in the middle of the night, sometimes the cameraman thinks he is Eddie freaking Murphy too, with some jokes at the last obstacle.
You got 50 points there.
50 points? Eh?
Ah.
Why?
Waarom is ze kom?
Why?
I don't know.
No man, you're lying.
I'm Anthony. I'm Anthony. How many points?
95.
Hey, remember I'm here to win and World 4x4 domination and all that. We finally made it back to the lodge to hand in our score sheet. That score sheet was looking, well, just okayish. It had been a rough and tough night, even for the more experienced teams. In the long wheelbase class, there was a 10 up for the books as the more fancy teams fell by the wayside. Youngsters Johan Vosloo and Skalk Kruger, who scored an outstanding 990 points to beat former champs Danny Daniels and Rob Wallace. In the short wheelbase division, reigning champion Johan Becker and his co-driver proved the class of the field, scoring an unprecedented 1,080 points in their little Suzuki Jimny. That's about as good as it gets. How many points did we get? Well, you know, maybe the world was not quite ready for my domination yet. We scored a total of, well, we scored some points. Next time. Going into the final event, which was held at Malonjeni Lodge near Meyerton, there was some clear favorites in both classes. In the short wheelbase class, defending champion Johan Becker had a near unassailable lead. The situation in the long wheelbase class looked a bit different. Former champions Danny Daniels in a Grand Cherokee and Johan Reichel in a Toyota Fortuner were neck and neck in the points race. For the previous 2 years, Mother Nature had had a major influence on the finals proceedings. And with plenty of storms forecasted for the Meyerton area, oh dear. And then there was also a curious case of the virtual marshal in the water, as competitors explored different ways of attaching a sticker to a board drifting in the water.
I don't know how to canoe. It's full of water.
We're number 28. My witness.
That's it for this episode there. See you next week for the final round of the 2017 Bridgestone 4x4 Clap Challenge.